Welcome to the Adventures in Silvernell Campaign 5. What the Fae, the Odyssey of Chaos. And if you haven't heard, it's Killer Be Killed here, guys.
Huh?
We are back. We have been spending some time in the heat of chaos. But I'm just going to take you guys just shortly back to a quick recap of the people who are fighting for their lives who've just met. We have Desiree Elmira. She is a elf who is covered. You can see a beautiful picture of her as I'm describing her. An elven druid. Got this fire flame going on, but she, more importantly, is a graduate of the Sky Defense Academy, and more importantly, she is an agent of a, let's say, secret track that is at that school that allows for some monitoring of Fae and material interests. And she works for the school, and she's been set on a on the trail of the Blackwell guy, and the concept of the reorganization of an old cult known as the Cult of Asgarath, the Asgarathis. And she's been set on that plot and has found herself whipped through a doorway on the heat of a trail and sucked into this combat where she has been told, much like everyone else here, that she is a member of the Will of Asteri. We have Sharp Cheddarfield, the roughest, toughest cheese you ever have met for a guy who's 4 feet tall in a circle. But quick on his feet, he's got gadgets and gizmos, like always pulling out of his various holes, war holes. They come from war. But he's on the trail of something. He himself seems to have some secrets he's plotting and planning around, and sending secret missives in clouds to who we don't know yet. But stay tuned and you'll surely find out. We have Sylvie Ono, a tiny little fae, seemingly harmless, but we've seen murder many through their own hands and also through the proxy of their devil. What's that? Also, we know that they have the blessing of a benefactor of unknown proportions, but of icy nature, we've gathered. We also have our friend Tidbit Crimson, tiny little grung, chosen by the god Summersong, known as Peace Walker, most recent graduate of the Sky Defense Academy, the it boy slash frog of the Fae and Silvernell. And he is BFFs with not only the god of time himself, but also the queen of the Fae, Demeter Songkeeper. And he finds himself learning that Olivine has been quelled, and then immediately after that, finding himself sucked into a portal, learning that he is a member of the Will of Asteri, and is, much like our friends, fighting for his life, or his faying life. There we go. And our last member, Mr. Ursine Grills, a rather old man who is 50, but looks at least 60, working hard his whole life. He's got 3 little blights with him. It gives Alvin and the Chipmunks, it gives Chaotic Cats, it gives Stress Dad, and he is always running for his life and yelling at things that people are unaware of. But he spent his time fighting his way through Morton Zhao's labyrinth, a secret labyrinth in the Penelope sentient flora in the material plane. After he conquered that, learning that the secret was he needs more friends in his life, he is sucked through a portal, and he himself is learned that he is a member of the Will of Asteri and begins to, as I said, fight for his life. And the players have been doing that. An ominous voice, not really ominous, but a voice has been guiding them through what they have realized is a story and or a training protocol that is retelling the story of the primordial princes, these entities that created the Fae and tortured it and turned it into what it is now. And these players are finding out how they may have to reenact said events in this moment and also in a quest to come in the near and or distant future. They have fought through two rounds of trials so far, fighting the essences of elements themselves, and then also fighting the materialized forms of those things, being elementals and myrmidons of various elements. And we find them in those same spots, still fighting for their lives. Our party, Tidbit, Dez, Ursine, and Sharp, are wrapped inside a magic circle on the southernmost hemisphere of our map, which is the Earthen region. Outside of that magic circle is Sylvie, who is standing near an Eladrin. Sylvie had teleported out there to help Sharp, and then Sharp teleported back into the magic circle to help Desiree after she got hurt, using the abilities of tidbit to allow them to change locations across the battlefield. And so we have 4 players inside a magic circle that is set to keep out elementals and Sylvie on the battlefield. Boom. The scene is set, and we start our initiative with a bunch of bad guys. So, let me start rolling some dice. See how it goes for us. Because, as we said, it's kill or be killed here.
I have 2 questions.
Silver now. Ooh.
One, how much longer do we have on Tidbit's special teleport take the damage thing?
Oh, Tidbit, how long is that?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. You've got so much time.
And my second question is Munster, my little robotic cheese dude, I think he's like 15 or 20 feet away?
Yes, he is.
Just around.
Because he couldn't teleport with you, so he is in between Sylvie and the circle. So Sylvie, cheese, and then you guys are all wrapped in that circle.
Thank you.
It, he, pronouns, I don't know. It's there. All right. Starting from the east this summer. From the east, this Court of Summer is going to... Our Aladdin's going to let off 2 shots from their longbow. They're coming at Dez. And that's going to be... Oh my god. They both hit a 28 and 18. One day we'll get that AC a little bit higher. And so I'll roll some damage for you. I'll roll some damage for you. And I will say that some of this is fire damage. So hopefully you're resistant? Question mark.
I am.
Great. So I'll roll them
I'd hope so if I'm like half fire or a fourth fire.
So it's 25 piercing damage. And 18 fire damage reduced to 9. 25 and 9.
Heard.
End of its turn. Afridi is going to go. Your companion's also still on the field, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. The Afridi is going to make some attacks at that. It's going to use Hurl Flame, which I will roll. I know a secret the Afridi does not know. Definitely hits a 26. It does a bunch of fire damage, which I'll roll just so we know how much that companion didn't take. 17 points of fire damage that your companion is in fact immune to. So it just eats it. Spring. That was from the east that happened, and then now from the west is going to come 2 more shots. They are directed at Tidbit. Actually, he's got 2 on that side. 1 at Tidbit, 1 at Ursine. +7s. Oh, Jesus. The one at Tidbit's a nat 20. And the one at Ursine is a 24. Assuming those hit. I'm going to give you the... Does anyone want to... Can anyone do anything to stop the nat 20 that's going to hit our friend here?
I couldn't even take the damage because I've already used my reaction.
It also hurt. Okay, just want to check. Don't want to steamroll anybody. All right. Oh my god.
Are you dying? Are you like dying dead, Tidbit? Or like...
Wait. I do
You're just about to get shot.
Yeah, I'll still rebarbs it as a reaction, because I still have my reaction for this turn. For some reason,
also,
initially I was like, I don't have anything left, and then I was like, wait, no, I have a reaction.
We also have the that like teleport thing on still, I think, right?
If you want to get hurt from me.
So we can do the... Do you want to do the reroll or do you want to teleport in? Or both? Options.
I mean, just so no one has to potentially take a shit ton of damage like that, let's still rebarbs it as my reaction. And just reroll that and take the lower, please. And I'll also get Tidbit advantage.
Okay, so it becomes from a nat 20 to a dirty 20. So at least you're not getting double damage. All right. And Tidbit now has advantage from that silvery barbs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the damage is going to be part piercing, part psychic to each of you. It's going to be 24 or 24 damage total to Tidbit, and oh my god, 37 damage to Ursine.
I'm just a human.
I'm so sorry.
Here we go with that again.
Could you repeat the numbers for me? I'm sorry.
You took 37 points of damage total.
Gotcha.
The other one was for Tidbit. Tidbit, that is a concentration check on warding bond. DC is 12. Think about that.
Yes, I had a 19 plus 3.
So good at concentrating.
Nice.
All right, and then I need my girl Sylvie Ono to make me a strength saving throw. As you feel wind start to wrap around your wings more aggressively than you felt when you stepped into the air section last time.
You have a +1 because of warding bond.
But you had the +1.
Wait, but didn't he do one to all of us too?
No, that's
we get a D4, don't we?
Oh, that's what that. Okay, I added mine to my notes. I'm sorry.
Definitely gonna build that D4 too. Strength is not necessarily my forte, guys. That's a 4 though. All right, so that puts me at a 14.
Ooh, okay. You feel wind start to wrap around you, and the Jinny that is in the spring section is you see him kind of whipping his hands around, and a funnel of wind starts to wrap around you. I don't want to say tornado. A whirlwind starts to wrap around you. As you fail that check, you are restrained. And so your speed is 0. Attacks against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saves. But you can still, make attacks and whatnot, or you can use your action to try to break out of this.
Okay.
Whoopee. Boom. End of his turn. Last section of bad guys. All right. Autumn, the ones who are in the section with you. The one that is in front of Sylvia is going to absolutely take advantage of the fact that he is now restrained, and it's going to make a longsword attack at you.
I can consent to this.
You did when you stepped in its house. Where's that plus? There it is. 21 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
Rolled really low. It's crazy. And that's gonna
Rolled
be
low. I got 21, girl.
It's a mix of slashing and psychic. Just in case anyone has any resistances, I'm just gonna keep saying what the damages are.
Thank you, though.
Of course. Oh my gosh. 35 points of slashing damage. That was a lot of 8s. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm not. Am I sorry?
Absolutely not.
And then
I know
it's gonna hit you with that sword. It's gonna make it's gonna make a shot at the last person who hasn't been hurt. So Sharp Cheddar-field. It's gonna shoot a bow at you, and that's going to be a 12 hit.
No.
That would hit some people in the party. Okay. And so that you don't take any damage. It's the end of its turn, and Sylvie, I need you to make me a what is this? A wisdom saving throw. It is to being charmed, if that has any bearing on you. But I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Did you say me?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just missed the name. I was like, what? Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw. And this is a charm.
Oh, I have advantage on those. That will be a 19.
The Fae hits you with the scimitar, kind of cuts you, and then as you're like, ow, you kind of look back up, and the Fae is like smiling at you, and you can feel like their aura kind of like moving onto you, but you're able to like shake it off. You're like,
The second
that's
one
what I
that's
did.
tried.
Yeah. Technically, it's the same one that tried again because the first time was but it didn't actually do it because we had to retcon that.
Oh.
It was just trying
Yeah.
again. And you can sometimes. So, all right. And then the last enemy in that section is the Dow, who is burrowing underground. He is going to pop out, and he's going to make an attack at Sharp Cheddarfield as well, who is behind the magic circle. So he has disadvantage because he is an elemental. It is going to be. Let's punch it. Oh, not so lucky. Okay, so that's a 12 on another 12. I rolled a 2 that time, and this one is a 13.
Both miss.
All right.
Yeah, I have a plus 10 to those attacks, so you know how bad I rolled. All right. The Dow kind of pops up out of the ground, slams 2 fists, and you see they come right at Sharp Cheddarfield's face, and you can kind of feel like a tidbit words are like, not in my circle, and it's like it catches the fist and kind of like a weird spongy force field, just kind of keeps the hand out. And that is going to be into its turn, and now it's Desiree Elmara's turn.
I guess after all of that, we could do a nice little cute mass cure wounds at the 6th level to help everybody out.
If you got it, flaunt it.
Rolls weren't that great. That's 20
Everybody gets 20.
total. Yeah, everybody gets 20.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
I got
21
2
you had?
2s and a 1, which is crazy.
That is crazy. Anything else from you? Or you have your champion now.
Yeah.
So many C words.
My little wildfire spirit, I'm gonna have him shoot some flame seeds. Whichever guy is closest to him.
Yeah, so that'd be the Dow who is the one trying to punch inside the circle.
Ooh, okay, that'll be a 22 to hit.
It hits. What if I was like, actually,
No.
good try.
It's not gonna do a ton, but 9 fire damage.
Ooh. Copy that.
And that'll be it for me.
Heard. It is going to be Sharp Cheddarfield.
All right, I will.
Our magic cheese.
Who's close to me?
You are the Desert's technically the closest to you. Just finished jumping into her spot, but Tidbit and Urson are also inside that same
Oh, we're
magic
on the
circle.
circle. What bad guys are closest to the circle, or how far away is the closest one?
Dow, the Earth genie is right outside the magic circle, trying to punch inside of it.
Okay, I'm gonna acid splash, so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, it's got a +1. Rolled a 13, so a 14.
Okay, numbers.
Magic vibe. Right. Oh, it failed. I'm sure.
Okay, 12 acid damage as acid
12.
just pours out into the steam right into his face. I'll use my bonus action to yell over at Munster to shoot with his 120-foot range projectile over at this guy. That is a 16.
Ooh, a 16 does not hit. Too short.
Flies right by.
Dinks into the magic circle. Boop.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Silviano. You are restrained in that whirlwind. You can either opt to use your action to get out of it, or to just take the disadvantages that come from that, or to bypass them. Options.
Yeah, so I was kind of having a thought, and feel free to tell me no. But with my spell Kinetic Jaunt,
Mm-hmm.
it's a bonus action. It increases my speed. I don't provoke opportunity attacks, and it says I can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Would that mean that I could, like, kind of phase through the restraint if I were to cast it on myself, moving through that space? Or am I thinking of it wrong?
You would need something that Kinetic jaunt would be something that could help you like skip over if the ground itself is difficult terrain, but it wouldn't probably help you break out of this. If you had something that could teleport you, that'd be useful. Or if I think teleportation or it would be your best bet. Yeah, so that can alter
something
your
like
shape.
that. Well, here, let's pray for a good roll. Try and get out of this.
Well, at disadvantage, we're praying for two good rolls.
First one was a 15. Oh, with.
Well, actually, it's not a disadvantage. It's because you're making a strength saving throw. You have disadvantage on dex saving throws. That'd be
okay.
That'd be crazy if
that would be
they
brutal.
comboed like that. They'd hate you. They hate you for sure.
Let me roll my d4.
That's something I would do.
3, 15 plus 3, 18. I don't have any pluses to my strength, so.
18?
Yeah.
Title defender. 18 was the DC.
Nice.
You ride that.
No.
No, it goes to you. It goes to you.
Oh, it goes to me?
Yeah, you're the defender.
God, I got confused for a second. I was like, oh, just another round.
Get kind of wrapped up in that the wind is kind of throwing you off, and you just kind of like let go. You just like release into it, and you kind of sleep into it, and it just kind of funnels you out, and you're like, oh.
I would go with the flow. That makes sense.
You ride the current.
How close is this circle to me?
Magic circle is 30 feet away from you. There is a tiny cheese that is 15 feet away from you, if that means anything to you. The Eladrin is right in front of you, and then there's a Earth genie who is right outside the magic circle, trying to get inside of it.
Well, I am going to bonus action kinetic jaunt myself. Cast that, so I don't provoke opportunity attacks, and I get the fuck out of there. I get inside that magic circle with my new besties because protection.
I'm back.
And yeah, I guess that'll be my turn.
All right, perfect. That is going to be Tidbit. Tidbit Crimsy.
Okay, is there one of the elf-looking folk within like 60 feet?
Within 60 feet, absolutely.
Okay. Is it the earth
Mm-hmm.
one? I'm going to cast Old Person on them.
Okay.
And that's going to be they'll need to make a wisdom save, but I have that arcane weaving thing.
Mm-hmm.
I weave some bonuses to you.
So it's a DC 23.
They rolled a 7.
Oh, no.
And they are succumbed to Hold Person. And so they're paralyzed.
Indeed.
That's inconvenient to them. Great for you. Great for you. All right.
Oh, fun
your
fact, I just noticed that was concentration. So that banishment is over.
Oh, actually, so this is useful. I can tell you this now. You realize as you cast Hold Person, you start to concentrate on that spell. You have the fear of double concentrating, but as you go to cast Hold Person and you start to concentrate on it, you don't feel that the friction of another spell being there. There's something going on. Your spell, the spell you cast, Banishment, has completed. Which is weird to you. That is something that Tidbit would notice is weird because it has not been a minute in your perception of time. It has not been a minute.
So they went back to their plane.
So so you know that you're not holding on to it, and you also know that they didn't come back here, so they went somewhere else, and the spell did work. But Tidbit definitely is like, that's weird. That doesn't work like that. But all Gucci there. Tidbit fears, and then he does not fear anymore.
It's
all right. Any bonus actions?
No.
All right. Earthsign, my man Grills.
Who's the most liquid looking enemy we've got out there?
Like
most liquidy.
Literally made of liquid?
Good job. Sure. Has most liquid in them.
The
other than us.
Sweatiest?
Sweatiest? That'll work.
I think that would be the Marid that is to the north in the ice section. It has a frog amphibian type body, but it's where its legs would be is just like swirls of water and ice shards. So it's literally made of water.
Oh, Ursine, take him out just for tidbits. Whole IP,
Absolutely.
the brand.
Yeah, it's kind of rude to like steal other people's sort of aesthetics.
It is.
How far away are they?
From you, they are 90 feet.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to bonus action. I'm gonna get my little spoop. Gonna throw my little wooden figurine. Out of it's gonna grow a me. He's gonna run 30 feet away from me, closer to the guy, closer to the frogman. And I'm gonna roll to attack him. Yeah. From my echo's position.
Gotcha. Melee or range?
So that is going to be a 29 to hit.
Yeah.
So that is going to be. It's going to be 13 points of lightning damage, 3 points of piercing, and is anybody close to them? Anybody around them?
They are well, not within 5 feet. There is an icy elf who's standing 20 feet from them. I don't know if that's
Okay.
close.
Okay, nah, it's got to be 10.
13, 3.
I've still got my
piercing,
lightning arrow.
Gotcha. You see that the piercing goes through, it hits it. Make sure I write that down. And then you see the lightning hits it, and then you see it kind of like. Now I recognize why you're asking about a water thing. You see, you hit it, and it kind of like. Whereas the arrow is supposed to like have this big sparky thing. It kind of has a very like it's conduced well inside of its body. It's blubber perhaps, or it's holding in the electricity and it's giving a dampened effect, I will say.
Gotta say there's fucking earth, there's fire. How am I gonna electrocute a fire? And then blubber people? I don't know. I'm gonna do my extra attack. That's a natural one. I passed my turn. Thank you.
It is going to be the winter Eladrin's turn. It is going to make an attack at one at your echo and one at you. Well, we'll make the attack at the echo first to see if it hits and kills it. Plus More than that 20 on the echo.
Yeah.
So that I'm gonna it dies, but it has like 1 hit point. And then its second attack is gonna go on its echo at the echo's twin. So Ursine is gonna shoot at you.
You need to stop. Stop it, sir.
It was another nat 20.
Does it matter that I'm in the circle? Does that matter?
Sadly not. This is the Fae, not the elemental. Okay. So I'm gonna be peaceful. Roll this damage.
If I die, it makes things real easy for me strategy-wise.
You know
I have
what?
no charges or I'd silvery barbs.
I'll trade places with him. I'm at full health. I've been at full health for a while. When Desiree healed, I only got 2 because I was 2 away from full.
Hey, you don't have to. Death is kind of the ultimate retirement.
We're gonna have a long talk after this fight.
30.
Wait, no, that's gonna hurt me. Wait.
Oh, that's right, because I'm connected to you. Yeah, that's not what. Wait, but I'll take half and you'll take half.
Yeah.
What's your HP max?
Not high.
106.
Oh, I'm 107, brother in Christ.
You both have been healed.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I'm volunteering us for this.
You see an arrow that comes flying through the air with pristine extra coldness. Oh, and I will say, it is coming from the cold region. But it is who's taking this damage? It's coming at Ursine.
I'm taking half, and Tidbit's taking half.
All right. You are hit for 54 points of damage. It is a split between piercing and cold.
26 each.
And so 26 each.
Monster.
And
Cheddar does have resistance to all damage while I'm warding them.
Exactly.
yes.
Oh,
so that's why.
So 52 would be 26. So half of 26.
Yeah.
Yes.
26 for him, 26 for me, or no, half of 26 would be.
Well, what's causing the second halving of it?
Well, isn't it when you teleport take the damage? Well, because we're warded, if I take the damage, he takes. Oh, I get what you're saying. He just takes the damage, or he takes half.
You have two things on you. When you do the teleporting thing, you just take the hit and you take the damage. But the boarding bond that you and Tidbit have, when you get hit, he takes half the damage and you have resistance. So it's just two things that are happening to you simultaneously that are not happening for everyone else. So you would take the 54, but then it's reduced to 26.
I see.
So you take 26. Now, Tidbit, are you resistant to? You have resistance to cold damage? This thing
I
I mean,
resistance to cold damage.
Okay, so you would. Okay, so
Gotcha.
Scott
I'll
takes
take 26. Gotcha.
And then you would take. Because the bulk of that was cold damage. So you got that going for you.
See,
It was 4d8 and 3d8 of that was cold damage. So you will take. Let's just give you the half of that. So 13.
Per.
Scott takes 26. You take 13. Your save for the damage is a DC 10.
So it's the warning bond that gives me resistance to all damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha. I got two connections on me right now. I gotta keep track of them.
Yeah. Which is also useful because you can jump in, take damage for someone else, and it would just be like you just did. Instead of him getting hit with 54, you can jump in and just take half of it. And then he ended up taking a reduced portion of that as well.
Gotcha.
But I'm still concentrating.
Be our cheese block.
Hey.
So 75% of the damage over two people is better than 100% on one.
Yes. Yeah. All right, and then it is the wet jets. Let's see.
Wet job.
It is the Merit is going to move closer towards the crux and is going to shoot over the border into the earth, into the circle, which I think it can do. Magic circle doesn't stop spell effects, ability effects from going through that, right? Just the creature itself. Quick look.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I need not that they just teleported. So Dez and Tidbit need to make me a dexterity saving throw. And you see water is being shot out of this kind of sucks water up from its tail. It kind of vanishes and it spews out of its mouth as it uses an ability called Water Jet. Yes, everyone roll your d4s from Emboldening Bond.
I got an 8
Yes.
with everything I could do.
I got an 8.
I got a 17.
All right, 17 passes. The 8 does not. Okay, on fail, Erica, you take.
We're gonna die.
26 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are pushed 20 feet away. So you're pushed out of the magic circle, knocked prone on the ground, outside of the circle. There's a Dow out there. Keep that in mind. Tidbit, you take half damage, so 13 again, and you are not pushed nor knocked prone. So you get wet, which is
Cute.
kind of what you want in life, is to be wetter. So there's that. Okay.
I'm counting that as my one a day.
Said I got pretty soaked. Okay. All right. Oh, End of turn, so it is the lair action. So everyone needs to make me a strength saving throw. DC 17. It's happened once, so now you know what the number is.
Do I get a D4 to this one?
I got a nat 20, baby.
You
If
do.
it's a new turn, you do.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Well, that's the end of the. Take it. I'm not gonna. You probably need it. Hit
21.
No. 12.
I had to do addition and
17.
subtraction.
Okay. 12 fails. Sharp, what'd you get?
22.
All right. Only Tidbit fails. The ground starts to shake around everyone, and everyone feels it shaking for a minute, and then it or shaking for a brief second, then it stops. Only Tidbit feels it as the ground under him starts to erupt, and he takes 31 points of bludgeoning damage, and he himself is knocked prone. You need to make me a.
So
Now the
15.
Constitution check is 15.
Oh yeah, 18.
Oh yeah.
I
trained
can
with it.
concentrate.
So good. And the region around you becomes difficult terrain for this turn. Just so you're aware. All right.
I'm
Top of
pretty
turn
bloody.
order. These nasty fucks. Okay. Huh. Summer. Summer is going to. It's gonna take some shots at the wildfire companion that its Freddy friend did not hurt. It's gonna learn, so it's gonna use. It's gonna shoot 2 shots at it. This is at the wildfire companion. Oh my god. A 12 and a. Oh god, what is that? A 16.
The 16 hits.
All right. It is going to take. I know to cancel the fire damage, but it also does 13 points of piercing damage to the wildfire companion.
Heard that.
End of Freddy's turn, or end of Summer Latchin's turn. If Freddy goes, it is going to hurl flame at. It's gonna mix it up. It's gonna hurl flame at Desiree. It's not smart. It don't know things yet. That is going to be a natural 1. All right. End of its turn. Spring Eladrin from the west is going to take a pop shot at Sylvie. 14 plus 7, 21.
Yeah.
I'll make the 2 shots at you. Oh, and a 4 on the second one for a 11. So no.
No,
Alright.
yeah, that one doesn't.
98 plus. Big numbers. 32 points of piercing, slashing damage, or piercing and psychic damage.
You're a monster.
No, you're a monster.
You are.
End of its turn. That's its 2 strikes. You see the genie, the whirlwind the genie made has not left. It is still moving. It is still there, but then you see it start to move. It can move up to 60 feet using its action, and it's going to move right over our friend who got pushed out of the... Desiree Elmira. She got pushed out of the magic circle. Plops on top of her. DC 18 strength saving throw.
Oh no.
From Desi the Great.
That's a 7.
Do you get the D4 on that as well? I mean,
Yeah,
not-
I don't think it'll help.
I don't think it will either. Luckily, you
well,
don't take any
it
damage.
depends on what it is. Because I have one more flash of genius that I can add a 5.
It was a 1 for an 8.
Okay, have fun down there.
You're restrained. You don't take any damage, luckily, but you are restrained. So there's that. And then the autumn one is going to go, and it is going to move straight up to the magic circle, and it is going to go after Ursine. It is going
Why?
to make because you're all inside the thing, and it's gonna make one. I will say we'll make one attack at you, and it will make one attack at not Des. It's gonna be one attack at you, one attack at Sharp.
But why?
It's gonna try to get in there with his scimitars.
Better not.
Actually, yeah, it's gonna use his scimitars. Or his longsword. I misspoke. Okay. A 19 to hit Ursine, a 17 to hit the cheese.
What did you say to hit me?
19.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speckles of Parmesan flake out of my war holes around my body, and I'm casting shield.
Okay, Parmesan shield. Okay.
Parmesan shield!
Gotcha. So no damage for you, and then our friend is gonna take. Where's it at? 23 points of slashing psychic damage to Ursine.
How much slashing and how much psychic?
Slashing is 30 points of slashing, 20 points of psychic.
How many of each? I'm sorry.
3 points of slashing, 20 points of psychic.
I'm gonna do absorb elements for psychic damage. So it'll be 10. 13 total.
Suck it up. All right. End of its turn. The Dow has to go. The rules pulled up. The Dow is going to go. It is going to make one disadvantaged attack at someone inside the magic circle. That person is going to be Tidbit. And it's going to make one advanced attack at the girl inside the whirlwind, which would be Desiree. So the disadvantaged attack is going to be 13 to hit Tidbit. I assume misses. And then a yes to hit Desiree. And it is going to be he's gonna punch at the air that you're inside of. So just 2d 11 points of bludgeoning damage to Desiree. And it's also Desiree's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Misty Step to get the fuck out of there and get right back in that circle.
You are in the circle.
Oh, I am in the circle? I thought I got pushed
Get
5 feet
You
back.
are,
Yeah.
You're correct. You're correct. You're outside the circle and you were restrained. You're correct.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use Misty Step to undo both of those things and go right back in that circle.
Yes, and that is how you teleport out of being restrained.
Literally. I double checked that shit before I did it. And then my little dude is still kicking, so we'll have him shoot some more fire seeds or flame seeds at that drow that's nearby.
Copy.
That's a 17 to hit.
A 17 does not hit.
Okay.
AC is 18. Very
That's
close.
it then for me.
Shop Chettafield.
Alright, so when I teleported to Ursine, he was right beside me, right? He was because he was reacting to his proxy, which is his little figure that he threw out. So he's actually still beside me in the circle, right? So I just went bloop. Basically, just went right beside me.
Yeah. You didn't go very far at all.
Okay. What bad guy's closest? Who needs a good little comeuppance?
The one who just hit us.
There's a Dow. The elemental Dow is outside of the magic circle, as is the Autumn Fae. They're both kind of outside the magic circle.
Alright, let's keep doing the Dow. Take some acid splash. That's a dex saving throw to you, buddy.
Ooh, I rolled a 7.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. That's 14 acid damage. And then I'm gonna call back, monsters, shoot this guy. I don't know why I did that voice. And he's going to shoot at him. Perfect. That is a 21.
Yes.
And that is where the big numbers come in. Come on, baby boy. Not like that. 13 force damage.
13. Gotcha. Oh, shit.
And, that's my turn.
Sylvie.
Yeah, so I can't be psychotic this turn. I have to give that patience. But I am going to, because so I'm in the circle. Directly in front of me is this Dow, correct?
Yes, outside of the circle is the Dow and the auto is both of those representatives of this
Side by
court.
side.
On opposite sides of it. One is about 10 feet in between them as they're
Okay.
wrapping around this.
Well, this genie's the one that's been fucking me up, so I'm gonna go after it. And I'm going to cast Blue Flame Blade. So Sylvie essentially just starts winding up their like chain mace, and eventually, like you just see it start to sparkle this beautiful blue flaming color, and I just reach out and beat it across the head. That will be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Also, because I recognize accountability, you actually have advantage on these rolls because this Autumn Eladrin is the one that has whole person on it. In fact.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I did forget that. And that is also the one that hit Andrew. Andrew, you get the hit points back. You didn't have to use absorb elements. Because I goofed.
I'm sick.
Sure.
I'll take it.
He's
They're still gonna go after Genie Man though.
Everyone's gonna assume that
Michael.
they failed their 26.
I really think this is starting
hey.
to turn around, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
Is Sylvie within
so
5 feet of this paralyzed person?
Is who?
Is Sylvie within 5 feet of the paralyzed person?
Yes, they're up at the
I'm in the circle.
Apparently, if they're paralyzed, any attack against them is an
Automatic
automatic
crit.
crit.
That is true. I just saw that. Automatic crits of the attacks.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just go after my paralyzed bitch on the ground, because that makes that easy. So with the crit, that'll be max damage plus my rolled damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so the max damage for my blue flame blade is 2d8 fire. So that'll be 16 fire initially.
And it's also the weapon damage as well.
Correct, which is a d8 plus 9. So 17.
Okay. You just give me the numbers. I believe you. 17 plus
17, 16, that's our starting base. And then the numbers I rolled was 12 fire damage, and then I got an 8 on my weapon again. Do I add the modifier to that?
Not the second time.
Okay, so then the second is just 20 stack.
Sheesh.
16, 17, 20.
Gotcha.
And then because I'm doing my cantrip, I get an extra melee attack that I can do afterwards. And I'll do it again on paralyzed baby. So we'll have 17 starting damage there. And then plus 6. 23.
18 less anything.
And that'll be 23 bludgeoning.
Is that with the crit damage as well?
Yeah, the crit damage was 17, and I don't add my modifier to my roll, do I?
Just beat your record by 3 points.
Well, if I'm able to add my modifier, then I get to add plus 9 to it.
You just had that in the one time.
Yeah, just the one.
In the one time? Okay, then yeah, 23.
Okay. So 17 plus 23 on that second attack. So, okay.
Actually, no, I think that's 76 total. That's your most damage, what you did against the Earth Elemental in episode 3.
I'm a fairy!
Yeah, I'm tracking it. I have attack rankings.
I love that.
Goofy. But that Eladrin
so...
is not moving, but it looks like someone who is getting rocked in a boxing match. They look dazed, but their body is still fully up. So it's just force of will is just holding them up, and they're just whoa.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I'm not going to use bonus action this go around. I don't really have anything right now, so.
They went from healthy to unhealthy so quickly. So quickly.
Thanks for paralyzing them.
I'll do what I can. All right, Tidbit, what's up?
I'm gonna stand up. I'm down on the ground. And then I think it's time for a little bit of self-care here. I'm really fucking hurt. So I'm just gonna cast heal on myself and just get back 70 HP.
I was like the big one.
Yeah.
So, whew, that was crazy.
Like, oh my.
For a guy who's not fighting, you're getting your ass beat.
That also tops the most healing on the healing counter by a significant margin.
Is there a most damage received?
I'm not cruel.
Goofy. Anything else from you, Tidbit? That's the action to use heal. Which is what level is that? 6?
Sixth level.
I know it's a hefty one. Okay. Any bonus actions or weirdness from you?
No.
All right. Earth sign.
The Dow that's right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna point blank shoot him. Shoot him right in the gosh dang face.
Yeah, I would, just for safety, there is the Dow who's out there looking a little hefty, and then there's the dazed Eladrin who's also outside, parallel, not looking great.
What's the one that we get auto crit?
The Eladrin.
I'll do that one. Auto crit.
If you hit him, you automatically crit.
If you're within 5 feet and you hit it, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Is anybody like right next to me? And like this guy's right next to me, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are in the magic circle is a 40-foot diameter, so there is space to move in it. You guys are all standing around the edges because you're like making attacks through it, and things are making attacks at you. But there's no one in your way. But there are people near you. Yes. Okay. So I think Sharp is the closest to you because he teleported to you most recently.
Yeah, I'm right beside you.
Okay.
And also, Sylvie's up there because Sylvie attacked this one at melee range. So
cool. So if I were to position myself just correctly, could I get a flanking position on this Eladrin?
To get a flanking, you'd have to leave the magic circle to be behind it.
I don't care.
It's worth it. It's worth it, bro.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I mean, also, you will know while it's paralyzed, you have advantage on it as well, which is the same as flank.
I'll stay put. I'm gonna stay put.
You have advantage.
Don't leave the circle.
Yeah, you have advantage and you auto crit when they're paralyzed. Being paralyzed is the worst thing ever.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll to hit. Okay, first roll. That's a 16 to hit. Okay, with advantage, it's a 29 to hit.
That hits.
That's a crit.
Awesome. And then
And a crit.
And a crit. I'm just gonna roll my second attack and then get all the damage dice after that.
Sounds good.
Cool. So for my extra attack, that is a either a 25 or a 29. Choose.
Ooh,
my.
let's see this damage dice.
Well, those are damages I'm choosing between.
No.
Yay! No, not damage. That's not
the
damage
hit.
dice.
Oh, it's to hit. Oh, I mean,
yeah.
These are his 2 rolls for advantage.
Let's go with the They gonna hit for sure. I'll take either one. There's a 99.9% chance this thing dies.
Okay.
Because you crit on it.
Come on,
it doesn't
go
have
for the
that
damage
points,
climb.
So make it both your dreams to hit both these creatures.
Womp womp.
It's gonna be 29 piercing damage.
Tell me how you take out an Eladrin, a Fey Eladrin, a faux Fey Eladrin.
Easily.
This one's going to my pension. That's what he says. I don't know what pensions are. Yeah, you're just shooting point blank, It's just.
Look at your tagline there. Yeah, and that's you kind of make that you say that the Fae is like pinch and the process what a pension is, and you just you use a what weapon was that?
A bow.
Oh yeah,
A bow.
you did
Yeah, and usually it would be at disadvantage because it's like close range, but I have a close quarters shooters fighting style, which gets rid of any disadvantage. Yeah.
So you really were in his eye. I'm like, this is my pension, and you just point blank. That's kind of thug-like. I'm not gonna lie. It had 14 hit points. It is dead. You can make your second attack on the Dow if you like.
We needed this before the
that was
break.
with both.
Oh, that was with both.
Yeah.
Would you?
I don't taken aback. How close?
I don't think I would have been able to do it with
It's like him with that theory.
I guess I would have.
Yeah, if you could have hit 14 with one attack, you could definitely take the second attack.
Yeah, I could have.
Oh well.
First roll for that was a 25 for my second attack.
Yeah.
And
bam.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and do the Dow for this one then. And that's gonna be 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage. Gotcha. Okay. I was worried about you guys for a second there.
I'm also going to where are you? Going to bonus action second wind.
Okay, fighter.
3.
That's 8 temporary hit points. You know, it's a little bit. That's like a third of a hit at this point.
Every hit point matters, okay? It's be killed out here. Perfect. Into your turn?
Yes.
All right. My cold friends from the north. Oh, pert. Longbow shots coming in. He got one going at the frog and one going at the fairy. What are these shots gonna be?
We're just little guys.
I know, that's why I want to kill you. Frog is gonna be 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Fairy is gonna Fairy is a 26 to hit. I rolled a 19 on that one.
Actually, my AC is 26, so
I cast double shield.
Triple.
Okay, so it's gonna be. And this is part piercing, part cold. If you need that breakdown, just let me know. I got it for you. 29 points of piercing cold damage.
No way.
I will teleport and take it.
Gone.
Mainly because Tidbit has healed fully, so he can take a little bit right now. Don't you worry.
You jumped in for me?
Yes.
I watched you heal.
So instead of you taking 29, I will take 14. No.
You're gonna take 14.
14. So Tidbit takes 7 because he's also got resistance, right?
Yeah. So So he's gonna take his math, and he's also gonna take the extra from you. So, and I have the breakdowns for us. So you're resistant to cold, right, Tidbit?
Yes.
That's you. So it is 21 points of cold damage. So it's reduced to 10. So 18 points of damage on that first half, and then Scott jumped in. He took 9, but you're only taking half of that one. So then you're taking. Brain math. 8 plus. Wait, I got you. It is.
I think you just doubled down on Tidbit, though.
It did hurt to because he got hit, and then he had to add it. Like, did that math for himself, and then
yeah,
also
that's
the
on
extra
me.
math.
I totally
But
didn't hear the part where Tidbit also got hit. My bad, bro.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so
he's max HP. I think he's the only one max XP right now.
the 38 that are so 75.
I didn't even get back to max.
I haven't seen Max in a while.
Right.
Sylvie's the one doing damage. I have to make sure Sylvie stays alive.
That's fair.
Respect to all your effects.
Yeah.
15 plus 9. 24 points of damage total. Sorry, my brain was like cross fraction, long division, physics.
So I jumped in and made your damage way more.
Like, I'll help.
Shit.
It's like, ow, ow.
But the
Also,
elf's
is
fine.
resistant, so,
Yes,
like,
The fairy's
it's
fine.
Fairy's good.
to the fucking cold fairy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming you don't have Investor Trip ice on anymore.
No, it fell. It fell long ago, actually. That concentration was broke.
We also just had a main player advantage redeemed by Father Mizu.
Listen, I spoke him into existence.
Huzzah!
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna roll a D10. I'm just gonna give you guys numbers going down the screen. D10, an 8. I feel like it was 8 last time. Okay, well it's Tanner. I feel like Tanner got last time. Suspicious. This game is rigged. Tanner, congratulations on your main player advantage. You can use that on any roll you need, any D20 roll.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, Father. It's this Marid's turn, and it actually can't do anything. It stands there. It puffs. It gets mad, and ends its turn because it needs people to be in melee range with it. Yikes. Okay. And so that is the end of its turn. Everyone, make me you guessed it, strength saving throw. Ah! You get a car. You get a car. Everyone gets a car. I scared my dog.
Well, that's an unnatural
So
20
I think
right
this
there.
is dumb.
I got a 10. I'm not doing great tonight, guys.
Oh wait, do we still add a D4?
D4.
You can slide a D4. 10 minutes of that.
I got a 14.
That's what I had, but then I
24?
got +4 to it. So 18.
24.
That 14 was with. Oh, you're.
Oh yeah. She got a 14. He got a 14 to add. That bumped up to an 18. If you got lower than a 17, you take 43 points of bludgeoning damage.
I got a 19.
I'm down.
If you pass, you take no damage. Help the fire girl. Don't let her ember go out. If you pass, you take no damage.
Don't worry, Tidbit's got heals. I got a heal. I've been saving.
And then you kind of hear there are many lives lost during the incursion against the primordial princes. That is a sad but often needed sacrifice for the journey. All heroes won't go down in history as those who lived. Some just go down in history as those who got the job done. Starts back at top. Oh Lord.
That's fair.
All right. I'm not gonna attack the girl who's down. I said this out loud, so if I end up slipping up and attacking Des, I didn't do that. I didn't do it. Okay.
It also wouldn't be completely out of your nature to do that. So
Should we take a quick bathroom break?
Early in the season. Yes, let's take a bathroom break. Let's
Since
take a
we're at
bathroom
this
break right
pivotal
now.
moment of hope and sadness.
Hold your bladder. Will Des make it through the bathroom break? Stay tuned to find out.
you better.
I have Revivify if you get me up, just saying.
We're back! And guess what? She's still alive. She made it this far, so we'll see if she makes it any more rounds in combat.
Well, she's on the ground.
I know, but like, she
sorry.
survived the bathroom break. Like, it could have been touch and go.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
All right, let's see how Des does. Okay, so we start back at the top of turn order in the summer phase. Oh, my hot Eladrin. It's going to make a bow attack.
And did you say you weren't gonna attack Desiree on the ground?
You heard it here, folks. I'm not going to attack my players while they're down.
Wow, what a gracious
This early on in the
GM.
campaign.
I'll hold you to that.
It will change.
It's my first comment. It would be so wild of me to do that to you. Taking you down is enough. I'm not going to kill you. All right.
I'll do it on the final episode.
No, literally, just give it one more.
The first attack is going to be at sharp. It's a nat 1. And the second attack is going to be also at sharp because the first one was a nat 1, and it's going to be a 26. Just a little bit.
All right. Anybody want
It
to
is going
teleport?
to
No.
plus. It does 26 points of piercing / fire damage.
Oh.
Got some hot, cheesy new holes,
see.
new war holes. See,
Let's
this
see.
is how they happen, guys.
This is how they happen.
Hot arrows.
Fuck.
13
It was a
damage we
20s.
take.
It was a 27. You said? Yeah, ain't nothing. It's a 27.
Yeah, 26.
All right, 26 points of damage. All right.
It's 27. 26 damage. End of its turn, Freely is going to. You know, we're picking enemies now. Each element hates somebody. Fire hates cheese, apparently. Pearl Flame coming out of a cube of cheese. Or I'm sorry, a wheel of cheese.
Soon to be fondue.
A 17 hit.
It would if I didn't immediately use my shield of Parmesan, which I am doing.
So no. Oh wait, actually, it's another one. So what's your AC currently? Okay, that also.
It's normally 14. I have a 15 because of the warding bond, and now it's 20.
20. Great. The second attack was a 20. Your warding bond plus your shield protects you, and it just the Parmesan deflects the fire. Actually, just catch it. Just cooks it. Just shrivel the pieces of Parmesan shrivel up.
Even though it's not my turn, can I look at Ursan and be like, more like fondant?
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh.
Coming from the spring sector to the west, we've got 2 shots. One coming at Ursine. Actually, everyone's picking bad guys that are like. Ursine is the target for this one. That is going to be. Ooh, Jesus. A 25 and a 24.
Funnily enough, they both hit.
Actually, Mish. That is going to be. Where is it at? 26 points of piercing / psychic damage.
How much piercing? How much psychic?
It is 6 points of piercing, 20 points of psychic.
I'm gonna absorb elements.
6 points of piercing, 10 points of psychic. It's 1d8 of piercing damage and 5d8 of psychic damage. It's not an even split at all. That's 2 shots at you. The genie can't hurt anybody, but it's gonna move that. Oh, actually, it can't do that either. There's a whirlwind sitting outside of that of that magic circle, just waiting. It's just waiting, but it can't do anything. That is the end of its turn. It would be the Autumn Legends' turn if they hadn't gotten destroyed by pensions. They get you every time. It is going to be the Dow's turn. The Dow is going to make 2 disadvantage attacks at not Sharp, not Ursine, Tidbit. Oh, Titty. Okay. It's going to be 2 maul attacks, swinging through this thing, swinging through this barrier, but at disadvantage. Okay. Does a 21 and a 21. The numbers that rolled there.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It is going to. Oh my god. Total damage is 30 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make me a DC 18 strength check.
It's just 15, Tidbit. Don't worry, it's just 15. Oh, my bad.
No, I think it's fully 30.
Oh,
yeah, Tidbit's not resistant. Only you're resistant to it.
Oh, dang it!
There's like zero. The thing about Warding Bond is there's 0 pros for the guy who casts it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing in it for you.
All the perks go to the other person.
19 plus 1 for that dirty 20 on a strength check.
Oh, you pass. as the maul it swings its maul through the barrier, kind of like pushes through the weird jello viscous of the magic circle, hits you, kind of scoops you up, and you kind of like fly up, and then you just bloop, like a cat land on your feet. You're like, not today, and it does not knock you prone. And that is the end of its turn. Desi, make me a death save. Desi with the death saves.
It's just a normal 20, right?
Yes, DC is 10.
The 14. Let's go.
Here we go. There we go. All right. Oh snap! Sharp cheddar.
All right.
You see, you got the while things are going on outside of the circle. You see the other sectors. There's movement happening. You see inside the circle, one of your friends is down. A lot of things to take in. Miss Cheese Wheel.
All right. I'm gonna use the bonus action to tell Munster to shoot at the guy, and then use his full 15 to come back to the circle because he's 15 feet away. He'll still be at the edge of the circle, but
Gotcha.
Is there a bad guy on that side? Are we like sandwiching the bad guys with Munster right now?
You can be the one that you were fighting on your side was the Autumn Legend that died. But the monster can easily head to the other side to be on that side. But it would be like in flanking with Tidbit versus you, because Tidbit's the closest to the Dow.
Yeah, let's get in flanking position. So as it's moving to shoot it, because it's got a range of, it'll have disadvantage if he's right up on it. So you like shoot and then go.
Gotcha.
All right, that is a come on. Yes, 26
hits.
All right. 2. That is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 force.
Gotcha. 13.
And then before actually, I'm going to change. He's not going to go all the way up because I'm going to use my action, which I can do, to command it to fucking explode. So
yes.
It's going to get close enough. What's the range? 20 feet of it. Will that also get Ursine?
No, you get, especially if it's coming up from the back, you can get it to stop where the explosion will, be at the magic circle, but not.
I'll have it go where it's just out of range, and it's going to explode. You auto take, where is it? 6 feet. Oh, it's not auto take. I'm an idiot. Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. It's got a +1. Ooh, a dirty 20.
Okay. On failed save, it's half as much. Okay, so he doesn't move, but the damage was 12, so he will take 6 force damage.
Copy that. Boom.
And then, can I get where Ursine is flanking the monster? Bad guy? Enemy? NPC?
Tidbit? The thing that Ursine was, you want to go outside to be flanking with?
I want to go outside and flank. So that Tidbit can have advantage on whatever shenanigans things he wants to do. And as I'm running, look at him like, if you plan on healing yourself, I'll stay. Says with an angry Italian face. I will keep running, and I'm flanked. Turns over.
All right. Sharp leaves the circle and puts himself in flanking position with Tidbit, flanking the Dow. Copy. Sylvie. You see what was just described. The cheese shoots, then the tiny cheese, I'm so sorry, shoots a blast, walks up, explodes, and then you see Sharp Cheddar run out of the magic circle and put himself behind the Dow. And also, you've been able to gather that your friend Tidbit does not throw melee spells, but you are able to fly, and you are small, so if you wanted to share flanking with Scott, you could fly above Tidbit, still be flanking with Scott, and that just some mechanical knowledge for you, because he's so tiny, you're so tiny, together you make a person, and you can fly.
It's
and it's
beautiful
a large
to
creature.
know. Yeah. So as the circle goes, Sharp is the only one outside of the circle, correct?
Correct. Sharp's outside the circle. Dez is inside the circle and down. Everyone else is inside the circle. Yes, everything else is inside the circle.
Okay. Sylvie's gonna look over at Sharp and be like, "Get back in this circle quickly." And I am going to pull a vial of blood out of my pocket, and you just see Sylvie start, kind of go into like this trance state, and these guttural growl sounds start coming up as I speak Infernal. And I take the blood and I wipe it around the ring of the circle we're already within to double up on this safety circle. And as I bring the circle to completion, I am casting Summon Greater Demon, and a Barbed Devil appears.
Barbed Devil. Copy.
And as that Barbed Devil appears, I look at it and I command it, and I'm like, "Summon a friend."
Player 6
Another one.
entered. Yeah,
And this devil's initiative is 16.
16.
And it will listen to my commands unless it breaks my spell, or like my charisma checks. It's got to continuously fail those.
Gotcha.
And as long as it does that, we should be good, y'all. But get back in this fucking circle, Sharp. And so I don't know when it'll go in turn order, but I do command it to do its summoning when it is its turn.
Gotcha. So it is, and just so I'm on the same page, are you using the Barbed Devil? Oh, I see the Summoner variant. Got you.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Technically, its initiative is before you, but also it would go after Sharp before you, so it can go on this turn. It can take this turn to go at the same time as you, and then it will go
before me the next turn.
It just clicked with me that we're all ranged.
Yeah, so but people are ranged.
Just clicked.
Hey, you got a spear that you pull out of things.
I have a strength of a -1.
And I'm just feeling weak, so
Same.
I don't want to get up in that shit right now.
Especially
Especially with the girl that's been healing me down.
Yeah.
And Sylvie has a melee-esque weapon.
Yeah.
It's got some reach on it.
And I just summoned a melee weapon, so there's that. But yeah, on this Barbed Devil's turn, it will. So what's the 30% chance? What do I need to hit for that?
Yeah, read that right now. Yeah, roll me a d20, and we want quick 30% of that would be. I want a 1, 2, 3, or a 17, 18, or 18, 19, 20.
Okay, so I did get an 18, and I need to. Or is that what I'm hitting, or am I hitting the middle?
Yes. No, you wanted one of the extremes. Gotcha. So you summon a Barbed Devil. So now, your Barbed Devil summons a Barbed Devil.
Perfect. Now there's 2 Barbed Devils.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
And I want them to murder my enemies.
Yes. And let me just, look at that spell. Greater. Summon Greater Demon. Barbed. In each turn. It makes it the save at the end of its turns. Okay, got it. That's just what I need to know. And it's against your spell save?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
And it has disadvantage.
So it does that. It's going to stop. It is going to summon the Barbed Demon, end its turn, and then I'm going to make this save for it. I'm sorry, the Barbed Devil. Monsters. I gotta pull up the stats. Boom. Okay, charisma save. Disadvantage, +2. Ba-da-da-da. It's a 10. And it fails.
Sure. Still under my control.
Gotcha.
Now.
And we'll just give him one I guess I'll ask you this: do you want them to both roll on the same save, or do you want to have separate saves, which has positive and negative implications either way you go about it?
Oh, I figured they would kind of just unify under the one. Since the one
Okay.
I summoned did its own summoning, it would kind of really be dependent upon the one. If that makes sense. That's
Copy.
my
So
perception, at least.
then they're under your effects. They fail, and they will attack on their next turn. They'll start slaughtering enemies since its first turn was summoning its allies. All right, and also there are new things on the field to fight now. And these demons or the devils cannot enter inside of the magic circle. Inside of
the blood circle.
Not the magic circle, but the circle that you layered on top of the magic circle. Two different spells in the same overlapping on the same thing. A magic circle and your ritual circle that keeps out demons, which you should share with your friends, if they're not, versed in demonology.
Here to help.
That was you, Sylvie. Tidbit, you are sitting inside that circle. You see the cheese wheel. Summons its cheese. It shoots. It explodes. You see Sylvie start to fuck with your magic circle, and it goes from you to not you real quick, and you can feel like your magic's still holding on, but then something nefarious creep in, and then you see two barbed devils crawl out from like the space between your magic circle and the one that was laid on top of it. They kind of crawl out and start to form themselves, and they stand up. They are medium fiend-sized creatures, so they're bigger than you, but not bigger than the Tao. But they stand up, and one stands up, and then it kind of like vomits, and then it summons up another one, and it forms a second one. And you see two fiendish creatures standing there, and you hear Sylvie speaking in tongues back there. And you see her laying out the circle. So that is what you notice.
Normal.
I think
Another day.
Tidbit is going to just open up their mouth and have a bunch of light start pouring out as they cast Beacon of Hope.
You.
So all the five of us have advantage on wisdom saves, death saving throws, and for the next minute, we'll regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Beacon.
Okay, support. I see you. Heroes reborn. It's giving.
That.
That's a bonus action, right? Was that an action?
No, it's an action.
Action. Okay. Anything else from you?
I can't do another spell as a bonus action, can
I? If you have a cantrip, that's a bonus action.
No.
Oh, right.
Then that's it for me.
Colby. Then it's going to be Earth Sign. You see the very nefarious things that start to happen, or the infernal things that start to happen, layered on top of the chaos of already fighting elementals and fae. You see a fiend crawl out, puke up another fiend, and square up. And you see everyone like layering. You see magic in this circle start to layer up. It's magic circle, weird blood ritual, a beacon of hope. Like this is magic. They are fortifying the space that you're in.
I'd like to look for the exit again.
Yes, give me a smooth perception or investigation.
Absolutely. 13.
Maybe the cheese just gotten into your head, but that hole seems like a pretty. You're like, what is that? Maybe jumping down there isn't the worst. Couldn't be worse than this.
Cool.
Could it be? Who knows?
I'm gonna whisper down to the cheese. Hey, I think you were right about the exit being at the bottom of that hole over there. We can stay. We'll stay.
He's like,
there's like one guy by us, right? And
yes,
fucking everybody surrounding him.
Yeah, the Dow is outside of the magic circle. Behind the Dow is uh the cheese, whose name is Sharp Cheddar Field. Right next to it, they're not like flanking or any kind of position, but are the two devils. They're next to the Dow. But
How many other guys do we have? Like,
enemy guys.
yeah, enemy guys.
Based on with a quick glance around and how things have been going, there have been 2 enemies per space, so there were 8 total. You've killed 1. You could assume 7.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go ahead and do my first attack against.
You also know you have not, in the first 2 rounds of this, you have not cleared all the enemies. You did 6 out of 8. The first round was 4 enemies each spot, but you did all of them except 1. The first 2 times you didn't interact at all with the air, so you skipped the first 4 that time, and you skipped the second 2. You see that you also couldn't see in there. Now you see the other 2, but now they're interacting with you. They weren't doing anything before. Everything is kind of shooting at you guys. You've gained the attention of stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and shoot the guy closest to us.
The Dow.
It's gonna be Dow. This is gonna be a 29 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is going to be for 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage to the Dow.
And could you do a strength saving throw for me?
A 14.
You had to beat a 17. The Dow's going to be moved 15 feet away from us in case anybody wants an opportunity attack.
That would be our cheesy friend.
Yeah, I want one of those.
And go for it.
And also one of the barb devils will take an attack because it's right next to him.
I don't really have perfect.
Was it within 10 feet of me?
Oh, are the barb devils within 10 feet of you?
Oh no, like the thing that he's moving out of my space.
No, it's not. You would have to move there on your turn. Or did you move there? Did you move after you summoned the demons to be in the flanking position? Then yeah. Then not. So, but the barb devil will make an attack along with Scott.
Not good with strength, and it was a little bit of a minus, but it's still a 19.
Hey,
It's not 20, but it's a -1.
Right?
Or else the damage. And this thing is going to use.
Oh, I gotta do damage. You're right. Spear 1d6 plus 3. It's not much.
Mainly attack.
5 piercing.
Hey, we'll take it.
For real. Your name Jones because you going down.
What?
Dow Jones.
Ooh, the barbed devil uses its tail attack, rolls a nat 20, and is going to do 12, 15 plus 36. 15 plus.
I like how nonchalant that was. Like, oh, okay, good damage. Also, he's gonna roll nat 20. It'll fuck you up.
Well, it's the opportunity attack to hit the Dow. I'm happy the devil is being useful, even if it's a devil. It's fine. It does.
My devil.
Yes, 22
You're
points of damage. True. Little do you know. Oh shit, that did 98. It does 22 points of damage to the Dow as the Dow is shoved back 15 feet. Boom. Oh, okay. And is that
my extra attack? Real quick.
Layer it in.
That is a 22 to hit for 7 piercing damage. Thank you. That's my turn.
Is killing it.
But I've been doing it for so long. All I do is kill, no matter what.
Right though? Why you running?
It's taxing on the body. Yeah.
Gotta stay in shape. He's like, gotta keep moving.
Don't want to age yourself.
That was Earth sign. So now it's gonna be the Winter Eladrin, last of the clan. It's gonna make an attack at Sylvie. It's our last one. They each picked one attack. So Sylvie. No, okay. Is going to be 2 longbow attacks coming at you hot. Okay, a 12 and a 22.
First one does not hit me. The second one does.
Okay. That is going to be. This is piercing and cold damage.
Okay.
22 points of piercing and cold damage. I can give you that split if you need it.
Nope, I take it all. 22, you said?
Yes.
I have 30 hit points.
That is the end of its turn, and then the Madrid's gonna go. It can't do anything. The Madrid moves closer to the nexus point where all 4 of the elements intersect, and you can just see it's like sitting there at the door and just kind of just like in its own version of a Madrid's Croaker. It's like it can't get out, just kind of like stuck there staring at you, but it can't really do anything. It ends its turn. Top of turn order. But first, our favorite things, lair actions. Strength saving throws from our friends. Desiree does not have to make one. The ground does not shake under you. Well, the ground shakes under you originally, but the post ground
My
shake.
corpse rattles.
You said dexterity?
Oh, strength save.
Strength.
Sorry.
Oh,
Rolled 14.
10 for me.
18's good.
18, 14, 10.
10.
I have a -1 to this fucking strength.
18's good.
saving.
I think you passed.
Yeah.
If you roll less than if you rolled under a 17, you take 25 points of damage. Over a 17, nothing happens. So, 25 points of damage, and you are 25 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are prone. Type doesn't matter. I'm so sorry.
Can I use absorb elements for that?
For
The bludgeoning
no.
damage.
Anybody
It was done with the rock, though.
The element of gravity.
All right, now Sylvie's at like 6 HP.
And our elements
Yeah,
get to go because
actually.
top of third order. At least we know what's attacking Sylvie, and it's the winter one. Oh, we got that going.
Tidbits down.
Okay, I can heal on my turn. I just have to get one, guys.
Are you down?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
Tidbits down? Fuck.
so no more D4 from the emboldening bond. No more warding bond. Magic circle. It's not a concentration spell. It just kind of lasts for
Not.
that
Yeah,
time,
it's
right?
just there.
Magic circle's still there. No warding bond. No in the other one. No spell and no cleric ability. Got it. The elemental still have disadvantage. Open. Okay. Summer. Cheese. Hot cheese. Okay. 2 shots coming at our cheesy friend. 2 nat 1s. That's crazy.
That's beautiful. That's what we want.
Crazy. It's okay. The Ifriti is going to also make an attack. It's going to use Hurl Flame. As it also does the same thing that the Merit did. It moves up to the barrier and it kind of stands there, kind of stuck behind it. But he holds his hand out and it flicks fire through, trying to roast a marshmallow, also known as a cheese. Another nat 1. Just rolled 3 nat 1. I guess I did roll those 2 nat 20s back to back on attacks against you. So that's crazy.
Yes!
Dude has a +10 to hit. And I said,
I can
nat
survive.
1,
I will
great.
heal the frog, and he will heal us. Desiree, I'm sorry. You'll be up, but your turn will be over.
Okay, that's the summer. Spring is gonna go. Spring's gonna attack Ursine. Oh, I guess they're gonna try at least. It's going to make 2 bow attacks. I feel like my nat 1's had to run out, right?
No. You still have plenty left in you.
It's gonna be a 10 for the first attack and a 17 for the second attack at Ursine.
The 10 does not hit. Thank God. That would suck. The 17 you said most definitely does hit by about 3 or 4.
Plus. I'll give it to you the halfway. 11 points of piercing damage, and it's 30 points total. 11 points of that is piercing damage, and then 19 is psychic damage.
Hey, let me tell you what. Absorb elements.
I was gonna say if you wanted to absorb elements. Copy that, and then that Gen can't fucking do anything. Oh, actually, it can. It's gonna move its whirlwind over to that fucking there's a weird demon dude, 2 devils. It's gonna move its whirlwind under one of them because it's a 5-foot range, 30-foot cylinder. Actually, it can reach both of them because they're next to each other. It's gonna try to wrap them both up into its whirlwind. So I need to make 2 strength saves. DC 18 for these barbed devils. They have +3. Oh. What you reading? I got +3.
The saving throws.
Oh, you're right. Yep, I see that. I was like, the strength number. You're right. It does have saving throw. Most monsters don't. Okay, +6. 20. 1 fails, 1 saves. So 1 is the one that you summoned originally. It fails and it is restrained. The other one that it summons kind of does the same thing you did. Kind of seeps into it and kind of like rides that air current out. I don't think it actually has the ability to fly. No, it just kind of rides the air current out and kind of just like lands on the outside of it. And it's fine and dandy. That was spring, autumn, dead, Dow, turn. Dow is going to... It's going to make... I think it's interested / worried about these devils, so it's going to attack the devils. And it is going to make its 2 maul attacks on the devil that passed its check. And so it is going to swing. Oh my god. 2 19s. So 2 29s to hit. I can assume that hits. I can see the AC. That is... 8d6 plus 12. 8d6 plus 12. 42 points of bludgeoning damage. However, it's not silvered, so it is it is resistant. Your demon is resistant. So it takes 21. It was at 110.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's looking great. And then it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. No, it needs to make a strength check. 18. It rolled a 17 plus 3, dirty 20. It passes. It's not knocked prone. It has to make another one. Yep. It takes those 2 hits. It takes those 2 mauls to the face, and it does not move. It just kind of like blood drips down its face, and it is just unpressed by the events. And it is going to for me. It is going to be Desiree's turn. Give me a death save with advantage because Beacon. Not with advantage.
I still succeeded. It's a 12.
2 saves, no fails. That girl's coming back.
But they're still not great rolls too, which is crazy. Like a 10, a 12. Come on now.
We will take them.
And death saves, we just can't be picky. We're just like not a nat 1. It is sharp Cheddar-field.
All right, we making hero moves now, baby. All right, I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. I got a 40-foot movement speed. I got 20 more. All right, I'm gonna roll my ass into that circle. All right, getting close to Desiree, but still within range of Tidbit. You know, it's probably just a little bit, but enough. I'm gonna use my action to build my 3rd and final Eldritch buddy old pal. This one is called Bree, the Protector. It only takes an action for me to build it, and then for my action, right there with its little Bree body and spider legs, I'm going to command it with my bonus action to heal, and it's going to heal everybody within this area here for 3d8. Desiree, get back up! Because you just got 12 HP. You too, Tidbit.
Do I get 12?
Yes. I'm pretty. Unless you guys are further than 20 feet out from it.
Yeah, which means you're not inside the circle, which you are all inside.
So everybody just got 12. It's not much, but it should give you some hope. Cheese out.
It does. Back to 18.
Back to 27.
That is Sharp, and now it is our devil friends. Devil 1 is going to... How many attacks can they make? The answer is 3.
Or 2 of its fireballs.
Yeah, or 2 fireballs. Okay, so it is going to... It's going to go after the Dow. They're both going to go after the Dow. So I'm going to make... Let's do... One's going to do 3 attacks, and then the other one's going to do the 2 fire attacks. So we're going to have all +6. Great. Huh! That was crazy. +6 to hit. So one of those will go through, and it's going to be the claw attack of the first one. So it's going to do it. I wrote a 1 and a 2 on
okay
attacks. It was not good.
Damn, what's that AC?
It was just a really bad roll.
I'm rolling next time.
Listen, when I'm rolling the dice, you just never know what's gonna happen. It does 5 points of damage to this guy. Think, and then this friend is gonna make 2 attacks, and they're both gonna spit fire. It's gonna spit 2 fire attacks, which rolled better. Plus, okay, maybe not. To hit the Dow. Oh. It rolled a 19, AC was 18, the second attack did miss. So one of its hurl flame attacks will hit it. And it's gonna be 3d6 of fire damage. 3d6 of fire. 12 points of fire damage to the Dow. Oh shit. Looking terrible. It is falling apart. It's like an earth golem, and chunks of it have fallen off, and it's got these. It also has war holes in it. It's just like pieces are just missing from it, and it's like standing up, but it just keeps moving through its motions. You can tell there's no thought behind this thing. It is a creature on a mission, or not even a creature. It's like a sentient construct on a mission. Is the vibe they give you. That was thing 1 and thing 2 from the Devils, and it is now Sylvie's turn. I've also named them thing 1 and thing 2.
No, I love that. That's also what I call them, so. Yeah. This Golem Dow, it's in front of me, correct? All right.
It would take movement. It's you can see it. It's not within 5 or 10 feet of you. It's 50, you got to move over towards it. So I would say you have to move 10 feet for it to be within 5 feet of you. Because it's on the. Oh, actually, the Dow is right outside of that. You're right. You can hit it.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I got 10-foot reach, so I'm like, give me that. So I will blue flame blade.
Okay.
For my action, for a 25 to hit.
Yes, that for sure hits. Actually.
Stop it. Don't you dare. 6 plus 9. 15 bludgeoning damage and 10 fire damage. And then I'm going to do my melee attack that I can do after a spell. Which will be a 19 to hit.
Yes.
And that will be 15 bludgeoning damage.
15 bludgeoning damage. Bam. Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to tell my demons to keep hacking away at my enemies until they are gone.
Yeah, and you see that one of its hands is now missing. It's still holding onto its maul. It's still putting its wrist up to like as if the hand was there to swing it. And like the wrist goes, and it's still doing the stuff, but you can tell that there's no support there. This thing is falling apart, crumbling. That is Sylvie's turn. It is now Tidbit's turn. Tidbit, back from the dead. You were simply unconscious.
For a second.
Oh, that's close
Maybe the
enough.
first time ever.
Just gonna do a quick mass cure wounds here. Just a real quick. Please take this. And I'm gonna roll 5d8 plus my modifier.
Roll it. Yes. Oh, my neck.
I'll take it, Tidbit. May I get some heals?
Please, sir, may I have some more?
Everybody gets 32 HP.
I love Tanner's math face.
That is hard. I do art.
Yeah, it sucks. I can't pause and wait for someone else to do the math. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to do the math now. I'm like, damn it, they're all waiting for me to do it. I'm like, oh god, it's got the calculator. I'm like, oh, god. All right. Everyone gets some hit points from our, comes back to life, immediately starts healing people, just out of a habit, some might say. Ursine, it is your turn. That Dow is looking pretty damn bad.
I'm sure I'm looking worse. Well, not now, but I'll go ahead and roll my. For my first attack, I'm attacking. I rolled a 19 to hit.
That is hitting.
Splendid. Trying to keep them away. That is going to be for 9 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then another 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 8 piercing damage, and I'm going to add 5 more piercing damage to that.
Now, do you yell pension as you kill it this time, or is it just the one and off?
I'm like crying a little bit. Like, I'm hurting a lot. I've got a bunch of war holes in me. Just like not happy.
401k. Yeah, you get
You're gonna walk yourself right into a lawsuit, my friend.
I just got rid of my health insurance plan because I switched companies. And...
Medicare.
As you put make that bow shot into the Dow, its body disintegrates into crystalline powder, and it just kind of floats and flutters away. I know you still have a second shot.
Don't breathe that.
Oh yeah, don't breathe that. Only things near it are the 2 fiends, which probably will be okay. Also, 2 fiends on the field. You did kill an elemental and a fae, and then 2 fiends appeared. Is that part of the simulation? Who's to say?
Don't put that in his mind. Don't put that in his brain.
He might think that. Let him think that.
But can I roll an insight?
Sylvie's in the background like...
You can. Just gotta be honest. I'm like, hey, you don't know where those demons came from. You were whittling tool. Little me.
If I can roll an insight, it's a 19.
Oh yeah, you kind of. They give off weird vibes, but they also just kind of have these weird Sylvie mannerisms. Why are they remind you of someone, and it's Sylvie. And you also see her being really supportive. And she's like, and so you definitely put together he's got some attachment to those things, which also may just bring up some red flags to you. Now you know that Sylvie is summoning devils.
So
however that you feel about devil summoning is up to you. Oh, it's the Winter's turn. I was like, you just killed the Dow. Oh, you still have your second attack. I'm so sorry. Did you want to use that?
Oh, I did do it. It was also a 19.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Because it had 3 points left, and you did 8,
Yeah.
and you added another 5. I'm here. I'm back. The Eladrin is going to go. The Eladrin. Which one? Oh, the winter one. When I pulled up. It is going to shoot at Sylvie.
No.
Okay. Well, it's 2 13s. Oh, actually, sorry, not even that high. It's 2 11s. I rolled a 4 and a 4.
Love it.
Assuming those both miss, so yeah, I guess. The Marid does nothing. And as you are standing in that space, you start to expect the shake and shudder of the ground, and nothing comes from it does not shake and shudder, and you hear there was one short missight the original Will of Asteri had. When they began their attacks, they didn't do so uniformly, and it appears that while the Primordials are not allies, they are all connected. Ishkatard is the word often used. Family. When one weakens, another one strengthens. They sense that. So when we attacked originally, we did not attack succinctly, and that caused a disruptance. And as that is said, the ground starts to shake, and you kind of can look around, and the elementals start to dissipate around you. They start to shatter into their primal elements and start to dissipate into the fields, and then you start to feel the ground shake even more aggressively. The hole that is on your side of the field that is covered up by those vines starts to shake and rattle. You see the dirt and rocks around the top of it start to move, and then you see the hole start to crack and split almost. You notice that the hole is getting bigger, but you're not losing space. Like the ground is not collapsing in; it's just simply shifting open. And you all see that. Tidbit and anyone who has a passive perception or investigation higher than a 17 would notice similar things are happening in all 3 spaces. The spaces are cracking open and making way for a new thing. And the first thing you notice are these weird. I'll give you the one for the Earth one. It is this craggy tree-like crown. You can see like there are roots and branches that come off the top of it, and then it goes right into stonework. Large gray stones. Stonework starts to come out of it. You see that is a head, that is ears. You see shoulders, and these creatures starts to lift itself out of the ground, and you see standing in front of you a gargantuan. Not metaphorical words. Mechanically, a gargantuan Earth scion. You don't need to have 17 passive perceptions because this is shocking to you, but what's also shocking is you feel all around you, and as you vaguely start to look your eyes, it's not just an Earth one. There's also a ice scion. There's also a fire scion. There's also a air scion, and these all gargantuan creatures raise themselves out of the map. You see the map start to close up around them. Almost, you can't even see their feet. Their feet are part of the map, and the map is kind of like coming up around them, like they're wearing the land as boot wear. Like if they were to step their foot, they would have no foot attached, and the next place they step their leg, their foot would grow based on whatever element they were in, as long as they were in their right place. But they are standing stationary. This hill becomes this mountain out of a molehill. This thing grows and it just stands in front of you. And she goes, the primal princes were colossals. We even created giants after them, but first we had to rid ourselves of them to learn about them. And that is what the Will of Asteri did. That is what you all must do again. That is why we need you, and that is why you are being trained. And that is where we will stop this episode. And we'll pick up next week, where our party is eye to eye with replicants of the Primordial Princes, the creators of the Fae, the warmongers the warring family that could not keep it together long enough to just have peace, and that built a world out of warfare. They stand representations of them stand around you, and for the first time, I think all the characters at least recognize the magnitude of what they are being asked to deal with. How they personally digest being asked as little old people. Some of you truly tiny people, some of you old people, some of you super young people who are being asked to literally go out and fight colossal elemental things so old that stories about them aren't being told. And you're being asked, hey, you're being told that you're the ones who have the highest chance of fixing this problem. That weight is now firmly sitting on your shoulders. It went from cute, like, oh, we're just kind of showing off, to being like, oh. And in those moments, we'll fade from here and pick back up next week, as you guys will finally look at me, audience. Finally finish this combat. Okay, I promise. I will not beat them up for a whole year. That would be sick and cruel. However, I will torture them for a whole year. So join us next week as we come back to our Adventures in Silvernell, What the Fae, the Odyssey of Chaos. We're just gonna get more chaotic as we go on this adventure, and I'm happy you are all here to join me, my audience, and also my players, and also the characters you've all crafted to add to this consortium of chaos. Give me more clarinets, in the words of Erica. Thank you. But all right, guys, until next week. Same time, same place. We'll be here, just as chaotic. That's all I can promise you, actually. Is that we'll be here in chaotic. So, come back.